All right, today we're going to talk about something called the subtraction effect. And trust me, it's a powerful idea that could totally change the way you think about, well, thinking.
So, let me ask you something, and I want you to be really honest. Does your brain ever just feel full? You know, like it's hit its breaking point? Just totally overloaded by everything coming at you every single day? Yeah, if you're nodding your head right now, you are so not alone. The truth is, most of us are just constantly overwhelmed. And the reason for it? It's this nonstop flood of what our source material for today calls digital noise.
So that brings us right to our first section here, drowning in digital noise. Let's really dig into what that even means and where it's all coming from. Okay, so what is this noise exactly? Well, it basically boils down to two things. First, you've got these algorithmic feedback loops. Think about it. That's the endless scroll on your phone, the next video that automatically plays. It's all designed to just keep you watching. And then there's the high-frequency stimuli. We're talking about the constant ping of notifications, the non-stop news alerts, the group chats that just blow up your phone. All of it is just shattering our ability to focus. But here's the thing. What if the solution isn't about getting better at managing all this chaos? What if it's something totally counterintuitive? And that leads us to the main idea we're exploring today, the subtraction effect.
So what is it? Well, look at this definition. The subtraction effect is all about engineering cognitive depth. I love that word, engineering, because it's not passive. It's not just, putting your phone down for a bit. It's about a deliberate, strategic decision to remove all that digital junk so you can get back what the source calls cognitive depth, basically the ability to think deeply again.
And this quote right here, it just nails the whole idea. Intelligence thrives, not through more information, but through deliberate subtraction. I mean, think about that. We've always been told that to be smarter, you need to cram more and more information in. This idea just flips that entire script. It says real smarts don't come from adding stuff, they come from taking stuff away.
Okay, so this all sounds good, right? But how do you actually do it? Well, the source material lays out a pretty radical, but actually super simple plan. It's called the 7-day reset.
Yup, you see that right. Just 7 days. The idea is to go on a complete sensory fast. It's a short, really intense break from all that digital noise. And the whole point is to force your brain to kind of recalibrate and get back to its natural baseline.
And the process itself is pretty straightforward. It's just 3 steps. First, you purge digital noise. That just means you actively get rid of all those constant interruptions. Then that leads to the second step, recalibrate dopamine. See, our brains are basically addicted to those little hits of dopamine we get from notifications and likes. This fast helps reset that whole reward system. And the final result, you restore cognitive depth. You get your ability to actually think deep thoughts back.
And this right here, this really drives the whole point home. The old idea was pretty simple. More data means you're smarter. But the subtraction effect? It says, nope, that's wrong. Less noise actually equals more clarity. It is a completely different way of looking at what it means to be intelligent.
All right, so let's say you do this. You go through what the source calls an extreme austerity protocol. What's the payoff? What do you actually get out of it? Let's talk about restoring your focus.
And here it is. This is the big win. You get your cognitive depth and focus back. I mean, it's really about reclaiming what is basically the superpower of our time, the ability to think deeply, without distraction, in a world that is literally designed to do nothing but steal your attention.
So as we start to wrap this up, let's just lock this idea in. This is about so much more than just a digital detox. It's a strategic move. It's about understanding the incredible power of less. So if you remember one thing from all this, let it be this. To sharpen your mind, you have to start by subtracting. We're all trying to get an edge, right? To be a little sharper. But maybe, just maybe, the answer isn't adding another productivity app. Maybe it's about what you're willing to get rid of.
And that brings us to the final question. Look, you don't have to go on some crazy 7-day fast tomorrow, but you can start to shift your mindset. So I'll leave you with this to think about. What's just one thing, one tiny piece of digital noise you could subtract from your life, starting today?